When I mention the words discomfort and trauma, what comes to mind? We probably associate these words with bad or negative experiences. But in a world of growing comfortness, where you can make millions at home sitting in your pajamas streaming, people have forgotten one crucial thing. Discomfort and trauma will make you grow. Discomfort is the way to become strong. When it comes to mental insight and growth, physical growth, skill growth, for example, you'll never want to touch the hot stove again once it has burned you. So you've gotten your experience and you know that from a certain level of trauma, it burning you, to know not to do it again, and you've grown. Another pure example of this is working out. You are causing pain and trauma to your body in order to gain muscle mass and strength. We can instill this in many areas of life, not just working out. And this is why we should aim for our stories to be like an anime. At the end of our lives, we should want to have a story that can be told like an anime, that is interesting and intriguing, with tragedies and us growing through them. You see, we all watch these animes like My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer and Parasyte, where all the main characters have to experience discomfort and trauma in order to grow. In Demon Slayer, Tanjiro lost his whole family, and that motivated him to become a Demon Slayer. And that is why he's so dedicated and motivated to take care of his sister. In Parasyte, the main character lost his mother and just experienced trauma throughout the series, which in turn made him grow into a really strong person. Obviously, the chances of these anime plot lines happening to us where our family gets killed or things like that are pretty low, which is why we should deliberately instill discomfort into our lives progressively. You see, this is why we have things like NoFap, cold showers, working out, because it's trauma and discomfort for the purpose of growing into a better individual, whether it's through experience or training. And we should start small and progressively add more and more, which is progressive overload. The easiest way I can explain it to you is, as you work out, your strength increases, so you increase the weight or the duration or the rep amount for that exercise to continue to stimulate growth. And so we should be doing the same thing in our lives. We should aim to just do one thing every day which is going to bring us discomfort for the purpose of growing. One of the biggest decisions I ever made was to move out when I was 18 and go live with my father. We live in an area that is very country. We don't have access to the best Wi-Fi. I didn't have access to a gym anymore. I didn't have access to being really taken care of and pampered and spoiled like I was where I lived before. But I was able to experience the most growth and the best year that I've ever had in my life. The most fulfilled, the happiest, the most achieved, you name it. Where I was before, I was really taken care of in every regard. We had AC system that was on all day. I had a gym. I had 1 gigabit Wi-Fi speed, and I would spend the majority of my time inside eating food that was comforting. And when I moved here, there was a big level of discomfort compared to that lifestyle. Yet I grew the most I've ever grown in my life. Even my voice got deeper from what I can tell. I grew facial hair. I grew my physical strength and lowered my body fat. I grew my small YouTube channel to 1,000 subs. I became a lot more social. I finally succeeded at NoFap. I finally gained the confidence I needed in myself to achieve what I wanted to achieve. And this is the exact reason why, as a man, you need to grow through discomfort, because that is the only thing that is going to make you that way. Discomfort and trauma. We all have these views of it being bad or negative, but it's really a good thing for us. In the age of feminine men, where I just see a lack of masculinity in young men, where dudes like how I was would sit in the house all day, never work out, eat junk food, and make their living online through Twitch streaming, it's not a necessity in society anymore per se, but it's all the more needed. I want you to think of your future wife and kids. Think about the man that you want to be for them. You should aim to protect and provide for them to the best of your ability. So you should structure your whole life and actions around everything to that paradigm. When it comes to money, being able to provide for your family and knowing that you have them. When it comes to physical strength, in the occasion where you need to protect them. And appearance, setting an example for your kids how to live a healthy lifestyle. Your mental health, being a man of discipline and confidence and strength and being able to lead your family. This is what we need to be thinking of. This is why I say that you're only going to get that experience and the strength and everything that you need from these things from Discomfort and Trauma. I'm Nori. I teach lessons through anime. Clearly interested in that, so hit the subscribe and notification bell down below. To those who try, believe in me, who believes in you. Nori, signing out.
But there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to be.